Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my show, Juicing with Jade. This is where I show you how to incorporate freshly squeezed juice into your daily meal plan and lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're on keto, pescatarian, vegetarian, or if you eat a standard American diet. Either way, I still have a juice for you. So in this episode, I'm going to start a raw food journey. So it is about to get real and it's about to get raw. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but you know, the way that I am, I love having something warm, whether it's warm tea, warm coffee. I want something warm to drink. It doesn't even matter if it's summertime, I still want something warm to drink. So it's been a little bit of a challenge for me, but I've come to realize that I'm just making excuses because there's always an opportunity for me to have something warm. But if I really want to see what my mind will do, what my body will do, I need to just go ahead and do it. Just jump right in and just do it. So I decided to make this vlog, and hopefully you'll join me on this process to see how I transform mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Because as you see, I still got these pandemic pounds on. So I do want to get the extra weight off and just focus on the raw food. And of course, drinking my Jade Juice. So you'll be seeing me doing some juicing episodes, as well as picking out certain foods, raw foods that are easy to consume, that are easy to make, and make you feel good. So hopefully this will inspire you to be on your raw food journey as well. So here we go. It's about to get real and it's about to get raw. So come along. Right now, I am on my raw food journey. So that will include eating many salads, a variety of vegetables, and a variety of fruits, as well as drinking different combinations of my Jade Juice. So today I am up and I'm out on my way to the store to pick up some wonderful groceries. Hopefully there's a nice selection. I'm getting started a little bit late. I want to get up and get a little bit of exercise this morning and organize my mind before I started this day. So this is actually my first time taking you all to the store with me. So hopefully I'm looking where I need to look when I'm talking to you guys. And I'll also, maintain safety and keep my eyes on the road. So I just wanted to bring you along this morning with me as I go to the store to get a few things to juice. So for the Jade Juice that I'm making for some friends and family, I'm going to do a beet watermelon, a citrus, a veggie citrus. You might have seen that one on my YouTube page, as well as on some of the social media. I'm going to do a green juice, pineapple, just kind of a variety of things, just to get a little different nutrients that our bodies need. So what exactly is raw food? Raw food is basically a combination of fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and some legumes that have not been cooked or have not been heated beyond 160 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and what that means is that some raw foodists do eat foods that have been dehydrated in a dehydrator. So in the dehydrator, what they can do is slice whatever they want to dehydrate, whether that's a fruit or vegetable, slice it thin, and they put it into this little device that slowly pulls out some of the water from the fruit and vegetable. So the temperature of it doesn't get very hot because the whole goal is to not kill any of the nutrients or enzymes or to change the structure of the food. So but what it does do, it pulls some of the fluid out of it and it gives it a nice little crunch. So I like dehydrated foods. I don't eat them often because right now before starting this raw food journey, I do eat lots of foods and I eat a variety of foods. But I do enjoy dehydrated foods as well because it has that nice little crunch. So you can dehydrate bananas. So some of you may have seen banana chips in the store, plantain chips, apricots. You can just dehydrate a number of things. You can dehydrate zucchini, peas, snap peas, green beans. And you can also see these being sold in stores, and they're kind of expensive. But you can really do it yourself if you buy a dehydrator. So I don't personally own a dehydrator right now, but I would like to invest in one because I do like crunchy foods and I would prefer that food is healthy. You may also see people eat dehydrated dehydrated cassava, like cassava root vegetable. So they'll slice them really thin and make cassava chips. I've seen those actually sold in the store in different flavors. So a lot of these things you can do yourself. I hopefully will be able to buy myself a dehydrator someday and make some dehydrated foods and kind of share that with you. But again, what the raw food is just not heating up that food beyond 160 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. The other component of the raw food is that sometimes when we think of raw, we think, who wants to eat anything raw? I want my food cooked. I want it hot. I want the smoke coming off of it, the steam coming off of it, so it's flavorful and it's tasty. The food in its most natural state. I think that when it is in its most natural state, it is most beneficial because the life force of that fruit and vegetable is still within it. It has not been manipulated or removed. Sorry, going up train track. Ugh. Sorry, folks. It has not been removed in the cooking process, because when you cook something, it does change the nature of that food item. So the texture will change, the consistency of it will change, the flavor will change, the color will change, the smell will change. So there are foods out there that definitely need to be cooked in order to be better digested. Not every plant and vegetable is easily digested by everybody. So of course we know there are certain foods that certain plants and vegetables, just the nature of it and the structure of that item or that food product, it needs to be cooked in order to break down some of the structure of it in order for you to digest it. So, for example, some greens are very tough. Even like a collard green could be very tough, and we like to kind of cook that a bit to make it easily digestible. Some green plants are that way. Just the cellular structure of the plant makes it a little bit more difficult to digest for us. So, cooking it does help. Now, does that mean you cannot eat it raw? No, you can certainly eat it raw. I've actually made some raw greens before, and all I did was just cut up the greens very, very fine and put a little bit of vinegar in it, just to kind of break it down so that it's a little softer. Put some garlic and some seasoning and onion, put it in the fridge, let it marinate and soften a bit, and delicious. So you definitely can eat your greens raw, because we eat spinach, kale, and other greens raw as well. And another example would be like kimchi. So kimchi is a cabbage with lots of spices that is fermented. So a lot of fermented foods are also raw foods. So there is a variety of raw foods and a variety of plant and vegetables that you can eat that don't necessarily have to be cooked, and they are super beneficial for you. Lots of concentrated nutrients and minerals and vitamins and phytonutrients that the body needs. So I just want to encourage you to try raw food. Don't get discouraged by the thought of the word raw food. Don't get discouraged by the word raw food, but just think of it in terms of giving yourself the food in its most natural state. You are feeding your cells on a cellular level. So that is deeper than what the eyes can see. You are giving yourself nutrients, life force. You are giving life to life. So, I'm not trying to scare anyone or discourage anyone about cooked foods, but cooked foods are basically dead foods. The life energy, the life force of that food item has been heated up beyond measure. And a lot of its energy and nutrients and life force has been cooked out of it. Okay, guys. While I'm out running my errands, anytime I'm running errands, I try to bring something with me to snack on, especially if I'm going to spend a lot of time out at the store. So I do have a nectarine with me. Not sure if you can see that. I've already started eating it. But, whoops. So I love nectarines. I brought this with me as a snack to have with me for breakfast. I did have a little bit of pineapple juice this morning before I left, some hot tea, and some coconut sea moss that I made myself. And I brought the nectarine. So I'm talking to you about this nectarine because when you're having raw foods, the key is to always eat something so that you're not feeling hungry or like you're starving, or so that you don't feel like you're getting a headache. Because as you make that transition, you may feel, you may start to feel those detox symptoms, which would include a headache, fatigue, tiredness, irritability. Your stomach may churn a bit. So try to keep you some fresh fruits and vegetables that with you when you're out running errands to snack on. And I like, I be some nosy people out here, y'all. I don't care. I'm minding my business. This is the end of my nectarine. It is so good. As you see, it's juicy. It's still in its natural state. That's the seed. And we want our fruits and vegetables to have seeds. Because you know, if it's supposed to have a seed and it does not have a seed, it's genetically modified. So we want to try to stay away from that as much as we can. We want all our fruits and vegetables to be as natural as possible, to, you know, ingest them with all its natural minerals and enzymes that it was created with. So that's our focus. So I just wanted to show you that nectarine to let you know, okay, so on this raw food diet, what do you do? What are you eating? And don't make it more complex than it needs to be. Grab a piece of fruit, drink some water, drink some Jade Juice, you know, just do those things. You'll be okay. If you like yogurt, like a coconut yogurt, I'm not talking about dairy, or almond yogurt, because with the raw food, we don't want to do any animal products if we can. We want to keep it away from animals and clean as possible. Just fresh, natural fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and a few legumes. So one of the legumes also is chickpeas. So that's one bean that you actually can eat raw. So all you have to do is soak it. You soak it and you sprout it, and you can put it on top of your salad, or you can drizzle some type of sauce of your, you know, preference on it and eat it that way. Another food item that you could eat raw is wild rice, because wild rice is kind of more like, it's not really rice, it's more of a certain type of grain where you can soak it, it will sprout, and it gets soft. And you can either put that on your salad or just have it on the side of some spinach or broccoli, or however you want to eat it. But those are some other options that you can eat raw that is not necessarily a fruit or a vegetable. So I just wanted to give you those ideas. So I'm going to go to another store. This store did not have what I wanted, so I'll check in a bit.